Uh, okay, so when you dance, like I explained you, so number one for you, whatever you do, at the end of the step, you want to have this continuity, which is called and, which come from shoulder connecting to the hip. So hip going up, shoulder going down, you release your weight. You don't want to do it too fast. You don't want to do it too late. You want to find the right moment, right thing to do it. In a way, it's called pendulum change with the spine movement. Pendulum together plus with the spine. It's never just pendulum, it's never only the spine. Pendulum with the spine. Very good. Don't do rotation yet, it's kind of next level. So just this, it's already will be incredible technique. So there's a few ways to practice it. You can stay like this. This is a little bit easier to understand. And now like this, it's already more advanced because now you have to rock your spine. You move your spine one direction, pendulum change here. You move your spine here, pendulum change here. And here you start pinning, pinning, pinning. Once you pin, then you rotate through the thigh. And then you take to somewhere else. So that's number one. So you go and. So this is your and. So you're getting over the leg and. And in a way, your spine continue drifting as your shoulder connects to hip. And that's what we call and. You can do it from the side. You can do it from the forward and back. So if I'm on the back, I have and drift my spine. And. So if I drift my spine forward without putting heel down, my hip now changes here. So I do and on the other side. And. Yeah, so don't think rotate yet. You have to do and first, then rotate to move, okay? And rotate. Understand this? That's number one. But number two, it's even more important, is as you do your and, you have to, with your hand, do something like this. Din don, to push forward. And. So he can feel your and. So watch, for example, if I stay here, I'm doing my and so I have to increase, or in a way, like feeling like I'm pushing away from him. And it will feel slightly different when I'm forward doing and when I'm backward doing and. So on backward, in order for him to know that I'm doing and, I have to kind of push him forward. So it will feel like my arm slightly extending. When I go forward, my arm extending not as much because I'm moving together with my arm, but I have to do and. And so when I dance with you, it's a bit like your hand not connecting to your spine and your spine not connecting to your, and this is the key, and it feels great, looks great, and it's become incredible connection and harmony in couples. So stay here, for example, in the middle. This will be exercise between us. Okay, so you maybe don't do with him, do only with me, so you focus on me only. Train, and this is how you can train her. Yeah, so okay, make it a little bit smaller, don't worry. Now focus on your and, right? You do and. And now as you do your and, I want you to do one thing. You're gonna push away as your shoulder start, why are you not changing? As you're changing, you're gonna do this. You're gonna push out. Got it? So you're gonna, as you're doing this, which is the most, you tell me like, hey, I'm doing my and. And I will do exactly the same to you. Let's see what happens. But don't start too hard because you're not doing and, right? So, and. Feel it? And. So it feels like there is a little bit electricity between us. And. Let's do the same on the other hand. And. Yes? And. Okay, feel it? And. Now once you see, this is where we are connected. Step 2. Keep it. Keep this feel and transfer with me. Okay, don't press me anymore. Okay, keep it means don't change it. Don't make it more. And we are connected. Keep it, just transfer weight with me. Feel it? And I'll do and. Now you can do a little bit more. And keep it. And now transfer. Whoom. And whoom. What do you feel? And you feel how we in harmony changing? Of course, it looks for the camera, maybe looks almost the same as we just hold the arms. But it's a lot of, so in a way, what you are doing, you kind of doing this as you're doing, then you have how many sides? Right and left. So there's only 2 choices. But you connect it at this point only with this arm. So your arm, whatever you end on the right or left, is going to do slightly this. So you go and. So I know, like, wow, why I need to feel and? Because and is beginning and the end of the step. So I know what to expect. And so now here on this journey, when we transfer, it can be together. Now again, so you have to increase to do more, and I do more. Walk, walk, walk. So what will happen if you go forward? You go, we push it in. See, now we connect, now we keep it. Walk, walk, walk. And so you're going to push it and walk. And we are connected through the end. And we communicate it through the point of connection, which at this point is your left arm, my right. And walk. Why to do like this? So imagine you're here, you don't see me. Stay there. So can you see me? Not at all, yeah. But we can still feel. And now you know. Do you feel how I transfer? But you don't see anything on me, right? But I can guarantee on camera, we are super connected. And now we walk. Boom. And so now you're using 100% your sensations, your feelings. You feel it? Do you think our movement now in harmony, in sync, or no? Yeah, but you don't see.
No, I just feel.
You feel and you communicate, I communicate. This is the easiest one. Then we go forward and back. Exactly the same idea, but I will hold my arm. Let me demonstrate for you. So this is what you will be doing. You have to learn how to do it forward, back. Let's say if I'm forward, see, I'm drift my spine forward and I'm doing and. You just stay. And. You see? And. So I'm kind of have a little bit less and I have and. Now if I'm on the back step, I go and. So see here I have to really extend and. Because I need to communicate to you my and. Walk and. And only then when I create it, I can keep it. And now I can do rotation. Walk and walk and walk. And guess what? And if I do side, walk and walk and walk. And this is your movements. And you didn't have much of these things. So do with Zachary from side to side to feel. You Zachary on this side. No, do on this side. Let's do it. It's a little bit easier somehow on these arms. On this side, walk, and. So as you do and, you slightly extend it. But I mean, it doesn't have to be too strong. Force-wise, this squeezing should be stronger than pushing to each other. So your body should be like, if you want to really so strong, do very strong to your own body. And this is, yeah.
That's very strong.
And. Walk. And so when you connect, and it doesn't have to be strong here, it has to be strong in the body. Walk, and I try forward and back with and follow your partner. Walk, and walk, and side, and go walk, and walk, and walk. Feel a little bit, something? Maybe a little strong when you try first time, you do arms, you have to do body. So now here, do this exercise. Now your job now to position your arm this way, okay, no curving, this way. Put your right leg forward to me. And now your job now to drive your spine to me and do and slightly like you're gonna push your arm forward as you doing your and.
Like that.
And, yes, as you drift your spine, and. So your movement is, what is your movement? My spine moving, pendulum changing. And as you do, and. Do you feel how it's like, and you do this, release, for exercise, just to, yes. So we get that connection, very good, man, very good. And you see you connected. Step 2, keep it. So keep driving your spine. And now you can use rotation in your step. So now you take the first time in your life, connected step. That's a big success. It's like, take a lot of time to explain. This is not easy. Because what is the mistakes? You only push with your arm and you think you're connected. This is imitation, no good. Or you're doing your actions, let's say dance very good, but you don't communicate. Also no good. But now you did very good. You did spine, hip, you keep it, and then now you went for this step. So it was very connected step. You did one step, you can do two. You can do two, you can do three. And keep it, and I'll go walk next one. And I'll do just a couple of rocks here. And feel it? So it's breathing in. Now you keep it, and you take walk. That was very good. Now try it as and maybe try exactly for it. Then in the back. Just let her rock a couple times. You be on the back step better. You be better on the back, on here. Yeah. Yeah. And you can use your eyes and look at his. Because not only we use senses, we also use eyes. You're like, oh, okay, he's doing this. If you're doing here, you're here. If you're doing this one, you're here. Got it? And then you communicate. Try.